Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. This is Lidsy's Loves, and this plant channel is for all of the new plant parents and plant lovers alike. I consider myself part of both categories because I just fell in love with plants this year, but I fell hard and deep and fast. So I consider myself a plant addict as well, with over 60 plants now and growing. Some of these are very rare plants, some of them are much more common and easy to care for, but I wanted to give you 4 helpful items for new plant parents, items that will make your life a lot easier as a plant parent, will help you succeed, will help you make sure that you don't have experiences with dead plants or plants you regret buying, like the other 2 videos I was recording in this same setup, same outfit, same makeup situation. So you can expect to see this black dress a few times from me because I love batch filming and I think it makes it much more easy to be productive and get things done. So let's jump right in to the 4 items that I think are very helpful for new plant parents with this thermometer, and I believe that it's called a hydrometer as well, but basically it is checking on the temperature of the room as well as the humidity in that space. So I just pulled this out of my little plant shelf, the one that is sort of like a greenhouse, but it has the doors off, and it was up at 70% humidity. Amazing. Really, really good for the plants that it's keeping it that high, and that's something that you can monitor with a thermometer and the humidity meter thing. Anyways, you can buy them lots of places, but in my case, honestly, this was back before I was being more responsible, and I did buy them from a big box store, which I'm not going to name, but you can find a lot of these products from local plant stores and growers and support small businesses. The next item that I have here is a water meter. Now it also works for pH and light meter, but I really don't use those 2 personally. And honestly, I don't think that they are necessary for a new plant parent. I think that you, me, us, we as plant parents can get a little overwhelmed with how much we can know about plants. So I just wanted to focus on the basics. And I really think from the water meter perspective, this is incredibly helpful because I often find that the plants are at a spot much different than I would think they would be based on how much time has passed, how much light they're getting, and this will help you learn. This will help you grow new skills so that you can tell when a plant is, you know, just by lifting it needing water, right? Like that's actually a little bit heavier than it would be if it needed water right now, in my opinion. And I bet you this would confirm it. Do you want to check? Let me just plop this in here, and it is still a little bit moist. And I like, I like for this one to get, made a little bit of mess. I like for this one to get all the way dry before I give it more water, personally. So you can see on the water meter right here, well, I've done that twice today now. I guess I'm getting too close. That it has all these different functions and numbers there for you to reference. Okay. So a water meter is also very helpful for a new plant parent. Thermometer, a water meter, full spectrum glow. Did I just say full spectrum glow? Full spectrum grow lights. So you can choose what kind you get. I started out with a very basic one that you can find at like a Canadian Tire, Home Depot, etc. store. And I think I paid $5 per bulb. I did buy them a lot of them. And I use them both in my plant shelf that's growing my rare plant lights and even just in this light right here. So I would never recommend necessarily using one of these, just one of them in a regular light far away from plants. Like that's not gonna work. But when you have something like my prop box is right under the light, I do think that is actually benefiting from that. And certainly I can tell you that like my rare plants are exclusively under 2 of these bulbs, and they're all showing signs of new growth. I have propagations in their rooting. This is really working very well. So while I understand there may be some increased benefits to having one of the more expensive grow lights that exist out there, you know, they probably have a bigger range, a higher temperature of, I may be saying that wrong now that it came out of my mouth, but more like that it represents a brighter light. I still think that this light is only representative of like a medium bright light. You know what I mean? At best case scenario, maybe even like a lower light than that. But this is not, like I would not grow cactus under this light. Does that make sense? Hopefully. But I really think that grow lights are something that new plant parents do not need to be afraid of. That is overall my point here. I think you should use them, embrace them, especially if you're like me and it's a Canadian winter where you live. Now, final tip is one that I could have like dragged in here and been all awkward and held it, but like you don't need to see it to know. Plus it's full of water and it's doing its job in the other room, working on increasing the humidity, because as you can see, this room is much less humid than those shelves are. So there's a humidifier in the other room. There is a humidifier in the other room that I got, again, I think at Canadian Tire. Like I think a lot of this stuff was available at our local big box store because I live in a small Canadian town, so that's what it is. And you can get a humidifier there. I think I paid 40 bucks. One thing I will definitely recommend, and I made the right choice, so I'm not telling you because I did the wrong way, but because it's super easy, is get a top loading humidifier. I've seen a lot of people have to like pull a jug off and then fill up the jug and then put it back on awkwardly, like those like water towers from like your office, your workplace. And this one, I literally just fill a jug of water, pour it right in, turn it on, good to go. And I'm going through about 1 jug of water a day. I believe it's 1.5 liters, that jug that I fill up. So I am keeping it humid, but actually the humidity right now is off the charts compared to normal, which I would say is closer to like 45, 50 on the average day, just because it was raining yesterday and then it snowed, as well as I watered all of the plants recently. So for all of those reasons, the humidity is doing much better in the house overall and in that area. But yeah, I really love having these 4 items to help me as a plant parent. And I think that they really do make a difference in my plant care. So those are 4, I guess that makes it look like 8, 4 plant items, plant-related items that you can purchase as a new plant parent that will help guide you, that will help teach you, that will help you become a better plant parent in the long run. So tell me in the comments if you're already using any of these items, which one is your favorite, or if you're not using any of them, please let me know which one you're gonna go out and add to your plant care repertoire soon. And please, if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you back soon for another video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.